In this video, we're going to be reviewing the Signstek Portable FM Transmitter. Hey folks, AJaytheCEO here. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, thanks for stopping by. And on this channel, we focus on tips, training, strategies, reviews, and builds to help modernize your media ministry. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. And if you like what we're doing here, consider becoming a patron at patreon.com. Link is in the description. So I had a church reach out to me, and they were interested in this device to do, and a lot of churches have been using this to do a drive-in service to where you can hook up your sound into this type of system, and then it just transmitted like in an old drive-in movie theater type of thing, to where you just turn to a specific channel and you just dial into that channel in your car, and then as long as it's in a specific radius, you'll be able to pick up the signal. And that's what this is. So they wanted me to pick one up, and before I install it, I want to kind of review it. So if you are interested, at least you can have the details on how this works before you spend your money on it. So let's go ahead and unbox this thing. All right, so I've obviously already opened this, but it's really straightforward. Not a lot into it. You got your antenna here. Then you got the actual unit itself. It comes in black and silver. Mine just happens to come in silver. Antenna back, power. You have an audio in, you have a mic in, knobs, power button, and up and down. All right, you got your power brick. Then you have the plug that goes in the power brick, and they actually give you a 3.5 millimeter cable. Now this adapter I added, so because that's I think what they're gonna have set up, but I also have an XLR to 1/4 inch if I need to use that. So that's pretty much it. So, and it comes with a little manual talking about its basic functions and its range, and not a whole lot of description is needed with this. It's kind of difficult to open this with one hand. You know, pretty much just talks about the parts and all this other basic stuff. So what I'm going to do is hook this up to the stuff here at my church, and then I just want to see how it's going to work. So I'm upstairs. My car is actually going to be over here. So it says the range of this is 300 meters. So that's 900 and some feet. So that's more than enough, because I mean from here to the front where we did that camera, that's 150 feet. So it should be more than enough. The main thing is you just got to make sure you get a channel that you set that's not being broadcast, because you don't want to actually battle something, because the antennas over the radio waves are always going to be a lot more powerful. Now, before anybody says this, I know there's a whole bunch of FCC stuff and all this other stuff like that. I am just reviewing what this church specifically said they wanted. All right. So if it would be different, if it was like, hey, AJ, would you pick out something? So please, I already know about all that FCC stuff and all this other stuff. I will let them know. And for anybody who doesn't know, there are certain ranges and frequencies in transmitters and stuff that you can and can't use. Check out the FCC for all that other stuff. So yay. So anyway, we're just reviewing how this thing works. All right, so what I have is I have mine hooked up into the speaker out from my computer right now, just because I don't want to, when I turn this on, it's actually going to turn everything on in the church, and we have a learning center on the other side, and I don't want to do that. So this is just going to be an easy way to do this. So I'm going to log into my computer here, and what I'm going to do is just play some music from here. Might even play, actually I think I'll play a video from a church service and just let that loop. And then what I'm gonna do is set this to make sure we can hear something. So let's play this one. All right, so I'm just gonna let that go, make sure our sound is coming out from here. I'll crank this up to maybe 70. All right, so this should be coming out into here. Now here's the device. Obviously it's off. Let's go ahead and turn it on. And then we need to set a station. I have mine at 87.9 right now because there's really nothing here on that. So let's turn the volume up. I don't want to max it out, so I'll just put it maybe at 80%. All right. And now we're going to go to the car and then see what we can get. Now I'm around a whole bunch of electronics right now, so I want to see just how good of a signal it is with that. So let me get my mask, and then we're going to walk out to the car. Just hopefully y'all see the distance of where we're at with this. All right, so we're here. And I'm actually closer right now. So I'm actually right here. So I'm right there. And then that box is pretty much right above where that TV is in the booth upstairs. So let me prop this door open so I can get in instead of me walking all the way around. Oh. All right, so I'm gonna do 87.5. Close the door here. So that's cool. So that easy, I am picking up the audio from the computer that's playing. Very clear signal. Now what I'm gonna do is move a little bit farther away over here to the parking lot to simulate what people would be So I am pretty far away right now and the signal has not dropped. So that's really cool. All right, so right now I am near Target in a shopping center that's quite a ways away from the church. I just want to see what the total range is of when I'm gonna start picking up the signals. Now, I cut that out so y'all didn't hear that, but just be mindful of whatever channel that you get, because it was some interesting words were just said when I switched over to this channel. So another radio station is on that channel, so I might need to change it to something else, but for this test that will be fine. And I will obviously bleep all of this stuff and and I'm gonna put up a map so you can see how far away I am and what's the range of where this gets picked up at. All right, so I have my map up here so we can see how far away we are from the church, and hopefully you can pick up hear the snow, and we'll see how close we are when we can start getting a signal. All right, so now we're down the road from there. Let's see how far before we can get a signal. How far away this is. All right, starting to hear something. All right, I can faintly hear it. All right, I can get it now. I'm at Rockingham Street, and I'm gonna see the distance. Still a little bit of static. right, at this point,
So also shall the
barely any static. Definitely no
away.
static now. So that's very good. So this beyond covers the radius of the parking lot. So that's very good.
Let no man say.
All right, so pretty much I was pleasantly surprised by the quality of what I was able to pick up over the radio. And the range is more than enough for the church for a drive-in service. So I think they're going to be happy with that. So I will have a link in the description to the exact one that I'm using, the price ranges and the availability ranges, because everybody is trying to buy this thing, similar to capture cards and things like that. And plus, even as we open back up, I think it's kind of good to even have this as in case something like this happens again. It's really cool and really cheap in comparison to what you would normally need to do instead of having an outdoor PA system and all that stuff. So if you like this type of content, I appreciate a like. Consider subscribing and hit that bell. That way you get notified when we come out with other videos to help modernize your media ministry. And again, if you like what we're doing, consider becoming a patron at patreon.com. Link is in the description. You can start for as little as $1 a month. So anyway, this is AJ. We'll see you on the next video. Later.